Have you met your virtual waifu? If not, then you can do it right now in the brand new Web3 ARPG, Stella Fantasy. And you're watching the Crypto Herd, I'm Bruno, and today we're going to cover this anime-like ARPG where we play with 4 different characters at the same time. And this is something that I really like about Stella Fantasy, and this is something that distinguishes Stella Fantasy from other games of the same genre. So usually in traditional ARPGs you play with one character and you level it up, and this character has a class and a skill tree, and it's more or less always the same. But in Stella Fantasy we play with a full party of 4 characters, and each character has its own gear, level, and different skills. So imagine that you're playing with a tank, and all of a sudden you can give orders to the healer to heal up your party, and then you can switch to the wizard of the party and play as a DPS for a while. So this is a game that's going to require you to be good with a single character, because you're going to have to evade monster attacks, and you're going to have to time well your skills, and at the same time it's a game that's going to require you to have team coordination. Then besides this really cool feature, it offers you the full package of an ARPG. You have crafting, you have different professions, you have different game modes, you have the main storyline instances, then you also have the Abyss instances, which are instances that are only available during a limited amount of time and that give you rewards. And you're also going to have raids, you're going to have PvP, and then you also have a storyline. So if you're into the storyline of ARPGs, then you're going to have a lot of that. Personally, I'm not into that, and I'm really glad that there's a skip button. But if you're into these like anime-like stories, then you're going to love Stella Fantasy. Then this game also offers you a feature where you can use an item to clear instances automatically. So instead of spending time in these like boring low-level dungeons, you can actually clear them straight away with this material. Then another thing that I really like about Stella Fantasy is that the town is small, so you have like this central area, which is the town, where you have all the NPCs that you need. So this is not the game that is going to make you like walk miles and miles in a huge castle in a huge city to find that specific NPC to complete the quest. Now everything is packed into a single small space, and personally I love that. Then I also mentioned that Stella Fantasy is a Web3 game, right? Well, that's correct, because Stella Fantasy right now interacts with a BNB Smart Chain, but in the future the team aims to make it multi-chain. Right now they have their own NFT Marketplace where you can already buy some characters. Okay, so you have here some characters being sold for 0.9 BNB, 9.8 BNB. They have their own rating, as you can see in the top left corner, and you have different classes right here. Okay, so you can either go here and buy straight away really cool characters, or you can actually farm certain shards in the game that will allow you to recruit these characters in game and then mint them as NFTs. So this is going to be one way of like maybe earning in the game, which is to mint really cool and rare NFT characters and then selling them on this marketplace. Then in the same marketplace you can also trade certain gear, and the game also has its own token. The token is called the SFTY and can be earned by playing in the Abyss Rift, in Team Tag Battle and the Miracle Arena. And then you can use it in game to awaken your character NFT, to craft high grade gear NFTs, to purchase high grade items, and to craft high grade rune NFTs. So overall, Stella Fantasy is a game that I definitely recommend you to play, because I really like how innovative it is. I really like the fact that you can play with a full party and you have to coordinate between different party members. So usually I'm not that much into like anime-like ARPGs. I've tried Ni no Kuni and a few others, and I didn't like them that much, but actually I find Stella Fantasy quite engaging and quite amusing. So if you're into anime-like ARPGs, or if you're looking to meet your virtual waifu, then Stella Fantasy is the way to go. The game is going to launch on the 13th of April, so make sure you don't miss its grand launch. Thanks for watching, and see you in the metaverse!